So today, what we're going to do is just go over getting ready, your mind and body. We're going to go over lessons that we learned from COVID-19. And we're going to do a trading view exercise. And I'm going to do some screen sharing with that. And then I will do a demo, a live trade execution on Coinbase Pro. Sheila and I will do that and then do a demonstration for you guys. And we'll create your own trading plan. We're going to give you guys a template and get you started on creating a trading plan, which is I can't even emphasize it and put it in words of how important it is. I'm sure you guys may know, or if you don't know, more than 90% of people who trade actually lose money. And probably the primary reason is because they just have no strategy and no plan. Similar to running and operating a business and stuff, you have a business plan. Well, the same thing goes for trading and stuff, that you should have a trading plan as well. So that being said, we're going to provide you guys with a template later. And the objective is to copy and paste it and put it in your personal files and utilize it. It's just simple, a 1 or 2 pager that you're going to utilize to create your trading plan. Get your mind ready and get your body ready. Exercise and stay hydrated and nutrition. I'm sure you guys probably heard it enough. You hear it in so many aspects of life, but it's very important in trading. Why? From a physical perspective, you're sitting down all the time at a desk. So you obviously just need to take a break, take time out, minimize your stress, and just get physically active. Whether it's just doing a couple sit-ups, push-ups, some jumping jacks, or if you do already have a sort of a workout routine, or just something to sort of get you physically active. And also just staying hydrated. I mean, I keep water, some water and stuff, by my desk. Excuse me, guys. And sometimes I'm even, having some tea or something on different phases of my day and stuff, when I am trading and stuff. So I completely am adamant about that, is staying hydrated, and the nutrition, of course, because it's you're making this, when you think about it, you're trading, all you're doing is making decisions all day long. Should I buy? Should I sell? How much should I be into this asset? Should I swap out? Should I do a collateralized swap? Should I short this? Et cetera, et cetera. Should I use leverage? You're just constantly making decisions all day. So you want to make sure that you're just in a great state of mind. And the next thing is just staying conscious. Don't trade, if you've been, you're on meds, taking too much meds or something like that, you're just not feeling well, or, you have some drinks and you're a little tipsy, or smoking or whatever and stuff. Just try not to be like under the influence of anything else. You want to stay conscious when you're trading. The next thing is a spiritual advisor. You want to try to just kind of tap into the spirits and stuff, because it's a lonely occupation, trading. So whether it's a family member, a neighbor, or whichever religion that you're a belief in, and if you have a spiritual advisor and stuff, of course, not anyone that you actually pay, because that's not a spiritual advisor, someone if you got to pay, but someone who's just in your inner circle that you can entrust, that can like really help you to really tap into yourself and that your environment and just that connection with that supreme being and stuff. I would also highly encourage you to do so. The next thing is just surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. I mean, this is a very stressful and ambitious journey to be on. And there's an old saying that the best way to kill a big dream is to tell it to somebody with a small mind. And and that's another reason why it's important to be involved in a Discord community. And the reason is that you're going to be connected. And if it's not the Discord community, it could be somewhere else. But just you want to connect yourself with like-minded people to help you prosper in your trading journey and in your entrepreneurial goals. And we talked about just believing in a supreme being, something higher than the 5 senses and stuff. Because again, you're working alone, and you're going to have wins, you're going to have losses and stuff. And you want to try to to have that trading plan so you're not making emotional decisions and stuff. And that's a very fast way of how you get wrecked and just losing your capital and stuff. And of course, I'm not a astrologist, so I'm not going to claim to be one, but connecting yourself with just your lunar cycle. Everyone has a zodiac sign, a birth date, and the time and day they were born. I would highly recommend that at some point to do some research and just try to connect with your inner self and how you sort of are one with the lunar cycle. And why do I say that? Because when you're trading and stuff, you're basically trading against other human beings. There's other people on the side of the trade and stuff that you're making and stuff. So it's always good to know, like, on certain lunar cycles and stuff, how do people react, and how do particular zodiacs and signs, meaning yourself, react on certain lunar cycles. Again, it's just another little tool to have in your pocket and stuff, and just trying to understanding who you are. And all of these will just help you become just a more of an intuitive trader. As you grow and mature and stuff, and you have all these tools and stuff, it's just going to make you a better trader. COVID-19 lessons. It's probably one of the biggest things. Just don't depend on your job or your next paycheck. I think almost any and everybody and stuff that can actually testify to this, that how it just impacted almost everybody in one way or another and stuff. But what we learned from this is that Bitcoin is an exit from the federal government. Another thing we learned was decentralized finance, which is DeFi. You may guys have heard that term, is an exit from Wall Street. We also learned that social media is an exit from mass media. I think everybody knows that you can get more news a whole lot more quicker and on social media than you can get on your local or even your national news, CNN or CBS and stuff. Things coming on Twitter a whole lot faster. In fact, they get their news from reliable sources on social media now. You hear them a lot of times on the news quoting things from social media. Another thing we learned is that homeschooling is an exit from the industrial education. The education system as we know it, or as you guys may have accustomed to go through school with, we learned that kids can actually learn from home. Another thing is remote work. Prior to COVID and stuff, a lot of employees and stuff who had desk jobs and stuff got a lot of pushback from the supervisors and managers about working remotely or working from home. But when the pandemic came, we realized that it's okay to work from home, and in most cases and stuff, employees turn out to be much more productive and stuff. Another thing that came out of the pandemic is the creator economy is an exit from traditional employment. Like people, because of the pandemic, like different industries just began to be created. People just became very creative and resourceful in creating economies and stuff. And the last thing is just individuals are leaving institutions. People are not just fed up with just the conventional ways of just how things have operated and stuff. So I challenge everybody to just like look at the pandemic and how the world and stuff has changed. And just a small tidbit story of myself, I had been shopping for a phone the past week and stuff, and I went to 3 different phone outlets and no one has phones. It's like the new thing is basically you just order your phone online and you can either activate it online or you do a drop off at the store, come back and pick it up and they'll activate it. This is T-Mobile, Verizon, Metro, Boost, everybody and stuff. And it just goes to show you just how the world is changing. COVID-19 lessons. Another one is your current employment is just not dependable. I mean, we saw so many people get laid off and loss of jobs and stuff. And the only thing that the people that were actually working was essential workers, and they were getting sick and weren't being paid properly. So I think just that whole employment dynamic change. The next thing is this looking for internet-based employment opportunities. Because of what happened during this pandemic, I think it gave us a great opportunity to see all the infinite opportunities of creating just online businesses. and opportunities of having a global clientele of people that you can sell to almost any and everywhere in the world, and creating online stores that are 24/7, that people could just come into your store and purchase things around the clock. Work towards entrepreneurial opportunities and independent wealth. Again, that's what the purpose of this whole workshop was all about, was me just kind of sharing my journey and my experience as an entrepreneur for the past 25 years, my experience and work as a trader. The next thing is learning new technology skills that will make you more valuable to employers. Every business today and going forward is a technology company, no matter what it is they do. So it's important for companies to understand that and realize like they need to pivot. But this is a great time for everybody to kind of understand what kind of skills you got and what you can do to make adjustments or find your way or path to become much more valuable as you pitch employment opportunities. The next thing is just explore future jobs that may not even be available yet. Again, companies are just slow to make changes and stuff, and this is a great opportunity and stuff. As you learn and you make your journey through the cryptocurrency ecosystem, perhaps you're already working in a particular industry, you can kind of figure a way how to incorporate what you're learning, whether it's some entrepreneurial ventures you're currently working on, or maybe it's some employment that you currently have now that you can incorporate. And the last thing is just reinventing yourself. This is just a great opportunity for everyone and stuff to just really just kind of focus and just take the opportunity to learn new things and just reinvent yourself. So is there any questions?
Okay, yeah, I was saying that basically, what were you doing, or did you start this trading entrepreneurial journey immediately after undergrad, if you even went to undergrad?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just give it, because some people may have heard this already, but on the first day of class and stuff, I kind of went over just a tidbit about myself and stuff. And also, if you're on LinkedIn, you can go on the LinkedIn and just kind of see my bio and my past experiences and stuff. But I was a Morehouse grad. After I graduated from Morehouse, I worked at Morgan Stanley on the trading floor. I was a Series 763 on the high yield trading desk, and I did that for about 3 years. And then after that, I started my own investment business. This was all in New York, and investing in real estate, and starting a restaurant and nightclub. And also I did new construction, an 8-family building. And in addition to all that, I was still investing in the market during that whole particular time in the 90s and the 2000s and stuff. And it wasn't until like around 2019 and stuff that I began to hear about Bitcoin. And again, but I was just too busy just doing real life stuff, managing, operating restaurants, nightlife, and real estate. But then the pandemic hit and just totally changed my perspective, and my priorities and stuff changed, and my businesses and cash flow changed. So I began to dig deep and deep and steep into the cryptocurrency, and began to actually start trading and investing in the beginning of the pandemic. And the experience has just been incredibly phenomenal. And a lot of the skills and stuff that I had from working on Wall Street, and my entrepreneurial skills in regards to trading and stuff and equities and the stock market and stuff, was able to translate into cryptocurrency. And I just wanted to share my experience that I had during my crypto journey with other folks and stuff. So I decided to do this workshop. I don't know if that answers your question.
It does. Thank you. Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Like I noticed a lot of times, a lot of people, especially from Morehouse, who talk about trading and saying they've gone on a entrepreneurial journey and focus on trading, they generally come from a financial background with Morgan Stanley, or I'm trying to think of the other big firms. I guess Morgan Stanley, I think that's one. But yeah, usually they come from a lot of these different like New York-based Wall Street places, and then they have transferable skills. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I started out at. I was did a like a half a year working at Goldman Sachs on the foreign exchange floor, actually in London, and I took some economics classes over there. And when I came back is when I started working at Morgan Stanley on the high yield trading desk. And I did that for 3 years, and then after that, I started my own business. Okay, I'm sorry. What are some mistakes? AB says, what are some mistakes folks make in their investments aside from not diversifying? Emotional. It's probably one of the biggest mistakes. Is just like, FOMO, and then you hear it a lot, just fear of missing out, always buying on the high, and then as soon as the asset goes down, they get frustrated and sell. So you basically are just doing exact opposite. You're buying assets that are peaking at their high, and then you get frustrated and sad when it tanks or when it goes down, because crypto, the volatility is very high, unlike other investments and stuff where you can see swings of 20, 30, 40, 50% in a matter of days or weeks or even a 1 or 2 month period. Your whole portfolio could be down 50%, which is unheard of in some of the traditional legacy markets. So I would say just buying at the wrong time, just bad timing is probably just a big thing, and also just investing money that they can't afford to lose, which obviously leads you to the point of like you just get frustrated with your position and you exit out of it. Was there any other questions? Yeah, you're welcome. You guys want to drop either in the chat or there's a small room today, so someone if they want to jump on the mic.
I ask one more question. I don't want to like take too much of the questions, but
Sure.
I guess pertaining to like the current state of, and you may have talked about this in the previous session, but pertaining to like the current state of the markets, I've kind of been hearing, researching, YouTubing, different things, and they've basically been saying we're at the, almost like at like the, I'm trying to get the right word. I don't want to say recession, but like we're at like the tipping point of recession. We're at like the tipping point of a bubble, basically. What's your perspective on where we are as, I guess, like a country, like a national economy / international economy / even like crypto's economy, which I guess is all tied in?
Sure. Well, I guess and that's a very good question. Just big picture and stuff. To be honest, where we are and stuff as of today, I think, as it pertains to cryptocurrency, no one really kind of knows and stuff. All last year, the perception was that we were in a bull market and we was just, experiencing some pullbacks and some market corrections and stuff. And we, started off last year at 30, then we did actually double that. And then we tanked in May, and then it kind of did a little pump in July. And then we went into the fall, and then in November, it jumped up again. And then going into the new year, we were supposed to be 6 figures on Bitcoin, and it just didn't happen. So in regards to just predictions and stuff, I think one thing that I realized is that everybody who's, quote, these gurus in the space, nobody really has nothing to say when we are in markets like this, where it's just like no one knew that it would be down. But your question to me is, 2022, I'm extremely bullish on cryptocurrency, and I'm in it for the long term, meaning just the future in general. But as it pertains to 2022, I think what we're experiencing now is incredibly temporary. What's going on in the macro market? You got, just governments all across the globe. Everyone's trying to get up to speed on like what is Bitcoin and what is cryptocurrency. And the people who are already in the industry, we're like past Ethereum, we're past layer 1s, we're past layer 2s. We're looking and investing in the metaverse and in gaming and blah, blah, blah. So they're like light years behind us. And they're trying to figure out basically, well, as governments, how are we going to get paid off of this cryptocurrency stuff? And what is that going to mean to our dollar? So that's why you just have like a lot of this volatility. You have a Fed meeting. Jerome Powell, I believe, is expected to meet tomorrow. There's concerns about inflation in the United States, which is basically the benchmark when it comes to macroeconomy across the whole globe. It's like, okay, what is America doing? What is Jerome Powell? What is the Federal Reserve going to do? Are they going to raise rates? Are they going to tighten, lower rates? And right now, the concern is that rates are going to go up. Why? Because of inflation. You know, it's just they feel like it's just too much money going around in the market, and they're going to raise inflation and stuff. But as it pertains to crypto, I'm incredibly bullish and stuff. I think that where we are now is at the bottom, and it's just literally getting through this, whether it's going to be the next. Well, we got to get through tomorrow, so it's important to see how that. And then they hinted the fact that in March that they would actually hike rates in March and stuff. So who knows what may happen around in March. And then they also hinted that they may do a rate hike 3 or 4 times every 3 months in 2022. But besides all of that, just long-term bullish on cryptocurrency. And right now and stuff, my focus and stuff is on altcoins and stuff in the metaverse. But I'm still Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other layer ones. And I hope that we got another one.
I'm going to read this from the chat for you, Malik.
Okay, sure.
Number one, you talked about on-ramps, wallets, crypto banks, and offshore trading. Excuse me. What text, website, channels, account, etc. should we follow to learn more about tactics and insights on crypto?
AB, you're in the right place. I mean, you're connected.
That's right.
You're in the. Let me just go back and process your question so I can talk.
Want me to do it in pieces for you?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Accounts, etc. We should. What I'm gonna do is try to provide. I don't know if you had a chance to go in a Discord and stuff, but what I'm trying to do now is put different resources in the Discord and stuff of things and stuff that you can learn, that you can utilize as tools and stuff. And then when you have specific, because there's just so much information out there, and also what's really important is try to learn things sequentially. And it's almost like an onion and stuff, and it's just layers and layers and layers, and you could begin to learn something and it'd be very enticing, and you could just keep going down that path, as they call it, the rabbit hole, and you just like keep learning about that one specific thing. Where I believe that when you're first starting off, it's good to just try to get a broad understanding. One is just trying to get an understanding of just cryptocurrency in general. Understand Bitcoin. You should read the white paper. Understanding what Ethereum is and the positives and negatives of Ethereum. What are Ethereum competitors and stuff, and just try to understand that concept right there. And then after you understand what Ethereum is and what their competitors are, and then okay, now you understand what currencies and coins do. And then after that, and then you start looking at tokens, and those are the altcoins, or what altcoins and stuff can do. For some things, but you're in the right place and stuff. But what I'm going to try to do is provide a lot of resources in the tool sections in the Discord. And what I would love for you and challenge you to do, AB, is just like drop some specific questions and stuff, and so I can help you out. Like even if you want to know like what should my daily routine be, or I can share that with you guys and stuff. But your definitely question is very well taken and incredibly broad, but to say the least, you're in the right place. So just start reading some of the stuff that I posted in the Discord, and then tell me more about what it is your journey or path is and stuff, and I can provide some education and stuff to help you in that right direction. And probably another one of the most important things that I would say you should do, and you're already in the right place, is just learning how to do your own research. Because when you really think about it, at the end of the day, you're the one that's investing your money and your capital and stuff. And it's great being in groups and communities and following people and stuff, but just remember, at the end of the day and stuff, you want to be comfortable knowing that you're investing in whatever particular altcoin or cryptocurrency and stuff based on your own research. And maybe you are following someone and you just got a confirmation, or you see something a little different that they saw, and you put it together and realize, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But for starters and stuff, I would highly encourage you to just try to learn skills of how to do your own research. Why? Because there are some great people online on YouTube and on other platforms and stuff. But the tough part is just really sifting them all out. And two, more importantly, is finding ones that aren't shilling. And by that I mean that are not promoting just coins or just other people's projects and stuff. And why? I mean, it's tough. You can't learn anything from someone who's basically trying to sell you something or encourage you to invest or buy something. You want somebody who's just, going to give you knowledge like what it is I'm doing and stuff. I'll never give you a referral link and say, oh yeah, you know what? If you want to start trading, you need to be on this particular exchange. And, oh yeah, by the way, in the chat, I'm gonna put the referral link. I'm not going to do that. Not here and not, in the Discord or anywhere else and stuff. So I'm not going to do that. So I would, my recommendation is the first thing is just try to learn how to do your own research. And those are some skills and stuff that I'm going to go over in the workshop. And then just stay in touch, through the Discord community and stuff, and I'll help you on your journey.
I read the white paper. I had to do so with Google for those new terms. I will stay in touch and read the resources posted in the Discord and ask questions as they come up. Thank you. Very helpful. That comes from
yeah. Please do, because
sorry.
Yeah, please do. Just and I'll committed to checking in daily on the Discord as well. And then and that brings me to another point is Sunday has been reserved for we've been doing an office hours, and some guys showed up on Sunday, and we did like an office hours on Sunday on Twitch. And so hopefully AB, you are well, you must have been on our mailing on the email list to get the email and stuff, and utilizing the Twitch office hours as well as the Discord community and stuff. And as long as you drop any questions in there, I'll be there to help out. Definitely, man. Definitely. So what does buying cryptocurrency look like? So we wanted to do a demonstration and stuff. I'm going to pull up a trading view. Trading view is used to conduct technical analysis of cryptocurrencies and back test your trading strategies. So I just wanted to do a quick demo with that. Okay, so this is Trading View, and this is sort of like your workbench or your charts that you're going to use that you should use before you enter into any kind of trade and stuff. You should use Trading View. This is a free application and stuff that you can utilize. It has a paywall, meaning that there's other tools and stuff that you can get from it that you have to pay a monthly fee for, but you don't need any of that. When you first start now, you don't even need any of that. So like what you do is when you go up here in the left corner, you click on here and you put your symbol in there that you want to, like right now we had ETH USD, ETH USD. And over here is all the different exchanges Ethereum USD trades on. So you would just go to the exchange that you are trading Ethereum on, which would be Coinbase. So you would click on that, and then you would pull that up. So basically, what we're looking at is the Ethereum US dollar on Coinbase, and this is the 15-minute chart. So we just went over selecting the pair. This right here is the time frame. Now, based on what kind of trader you are, will determine what kind of time frames you trade on. Over here, anything from 1 minute to 15 minutes will be considered a scalper. After that and stuff is more day trading and long-term trading and stuff. Anything past 15 minutes. I always like to zoom out on the 1 day, on the daily. Why? Because the daily and stuff really gives you a snapshot of how things are looking day to day. And as you can see on this one, we have Ethereum, and this is from December 1st. Excuse me, yes, from December 1st all the way until present, you can see this down descending trend. And actually, you can even go back probably to when it started, which was around in November 16, this continuous descending trend to the present. So on this chart, and now these bars out here, these are volume. This right here is volume, which is also very important as well. And the green line that you see there, I use that as, that's just one indicator I left on the screen because it is very important and stuff. I use it for determine, it basically gives you the moving, exponential moving average, which is a moving average of all the prices, but giving more weight to the most recent price. And that's because I'm a price action trader. I'm more focused on price action, meaning what is the price right now? And so therefore, that's why I use the EMA. I use other indicators as well, but I took them off the screen because I didn't want it to looking all crazy as someone who's looking at it for the first time. But I did want to bring that to your attention because having a moving average on the screen is just generally, no matter what kind of trader you are, everyone usually has some kind of moving average, but they also use so many other different kinds of crazy indicators. And this is where you would go for your indicators. I'm sorry, here's where you go for your candles. I like candlesticks, the Japanese candlesticks and stuff, so that's what I use. But you can have different kinds of candles here. The candles tell you your high and low, and the wicks, excuse me, that the candle tells you your open and close. So the top of the candle, bottom of the candle tells you your open and your close, and the wicks tells you your high or your low. And the green candles are bullish candles. Red candles are bearish candles. So we got the daily here. And in here, this is where you go to indicators and stuff. As you go on your trading journey, everyone has like specific indicators and stuff that they use. So you would go in here, and then these are the ones that I just have listed as favorites and stuff. But you would go in here, and it's just a laundry list of just all different kind of indicators that you can use to input on your charts and stuff. I would only recommend that you only use max 2, maybe 3 indicators, but that's it. After that, it's just too much. Too much analysis leads to paralysis. Like, and also these, and keep in mind that indicators are just that. They just indicate, and sometimes they're lagging. They can't actually tell you exactly, but what they're supposed to do is help support you and give you a confluence on the direction of where the market is going and stuff. So never just believe that an indicator is supposed to just like their job, the indicator's job is to tell you where the money's at, because you can't go by that. And also whatever strategy you're using, you should always back test it. So you can always just kind of go back in time and look at those, your indicators, and see how it would have done in a particular time frame before you begin to decide whether you're going to utilize it going forward. Well, how did it do? How did those particular indicators do in the past? You know, and you just, you know, do simulations as if you were going to invest in July at this particular time. You know, what that indicator had told you here at this point that the market was turning bullish. Would you have gotten a signal based on the indicators that you're using? Now, I know I just said a lot there, so I'd love to know if anyone has any questions before I exit out of here.
Seeing that downward trend, how would that make you act?
What, this current trend that we see right now?
The downward trend, yes.
Yeah. Well, say like, for example, like I'm a large part of my portfolio is Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I'm incredibly bullish long-term on those particular assets. So because of that, I'm the kind of trader that looks at when solid assets that I'm investing in that I strongly believe in long-term, I look at it as making a purchase on a discount. Like, just think about it. Like, if you went into your favorite store, whether it was Nike, the Gucci shop, or you went to ShopRite, and you know your favorite items were on sale for 50% off, like how would you feel about that? Like me, I'm happy that I can actually purchase something that's, you know, 50% off or 30% off. And that's the kind of discounts that you're going to get in the cryptocurrency market. So that's why fundamentals is so important, to invest in quality assets. Why? Because this is just market conditions right now. But when this market bounces back, the projects that were quality projects are the ones that are going to have that most momentum and trajectory that's going to come and rise up to the top.
It says, why are you confident that it will go back up?
Well, because I'm a strong believer in cryptocurrency. I mean, and some of the, and I'm talking just generally speaking. I mean, as I said, when I started the first session one and stuff, particularly session one and stuff, I kind of painted a picture of where we were in the world financially and stuff. And because of where we are in the world financially, and then you top on top of that, the things that we've seen happen with the pandemic, the whole world is changing right now. And the financial system that we currently have is just not working. And I've been in it from an entrepreneur perspective for the past more than 25 years now, I guess about 27 years now. And I've seen and experienced the frustrations of it. And for the past 3 years, I've had the opportunity to see the positive upside of cryptocurrency. So I'm a huge believer that the future is cryptocurrency. And someone had a question earlier, like, okay, well, what's 2022? I mean, 2022 is all about the metaverse. It's all about gaming, mobile games and stuff. I mean, like, well, that's where I'm at with it right now. And it's okay, where are the mobile game projects at that I need to be investing in that's going to do me a 10x, where I can do a 50x on my money and stuff. And again, talking about putting small bags on it. My big thesis is I'm still, crypto with big thesis of Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff, and also layer ones that I'm very bullish on. But when someone to mention, okay, well, what's going on? What do you think about 2022? I think 2022 is all about gaming. The metaverse. And I think in last class we had posed a question, was like, okay, what do you guys think is going to take over in the metaverse? Is it going to be the social media platforms like Facebook, who's now Meta, or will we see gaming companies like Microsoft, who just did a purchase of Activision last week for something like close to $70 billion, $68.9 billion. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, to see a company like Microsoft just like step up to the plate. I mean, come on. Microsoft has been in this game for a while, and they're big dogs in the technology game. But just think, they realize, like, we need to get into the metaverse. We need to get on this gaming thing. And when you think about it and stuff, and again, I'm just giving you my thesis. My thesis is that when you look at the globe, because again, this is a whole macro global play. When you look at the globe, most of the people in the world, on the earth, they live in the southern hemisphere, which is below the equator, or, whatever way you want to cut it. And all those are people of color, people who have been struggling and deprived and disenfranchised and just totally undervalued, underestimated for just centuries. And this is just a primary opportunity for them to have economic equality. And it seems as if that the possibility and stuff, and also it's when you look at it from a demographic perspective, a lot of the countries, like the continent of Africa, the many countries that are there, the India and Asia, and even in South America, that they have they currently have a large population of young people, meaning folks who are in their 20s and 30s, and that is only expected to grow exponentially in the next 5 to 10 years. And everyone knows that generation is a generation of technology. Like, they were born and raised and grew up utilizing a phone. And that being said and stuff, it's like cryptocurrency, as you guys know, it seems to just be very tough to kind of understand it and get into understanding it, and let alone begin trading and risking your money. But when you think about it, what's a great way to kind of learn about cryptocurrency? It's through gaming. If you got an esport game or a Fortnite game, and you can actually, win money and actually take it out of the game, which is unlike Fortnite now, there's an economy in there, but those assets, they stay inside the game. But if you can actually like sit on your phone and play a game for 1 or 2 hours, and the potential to make $10, $20, $30, and then transfer that money that you made outside the game to the exchange and turn it into USD. Now go into Burger King, McDonald's, or go to the grocery store and buy some food. Like, yo, that's real, man. Of people who have been struggling again around the world, and particularly in the Southern Hemisphere. I think we're just getting ready to see something incredibly amazing that we haven't even seen before. And I'm an infrastructure guy, Play. Although I do love games and stuff, but at this phase of my life and stuff, I don't see myself necessarily, playing certain games and stuff. But what I want to do is be investing in those cryptocurrencies and those particular economies. For example, if there was, the gold rush in America, many, many, many decades ago and stuff, when everybody went out west for the gold rush, like I want to be the guy out there selling the shovels. I'm probably not going to go out there just digging, looking for the gold, but I want to be the guy who goes out west who's selling shovels, or who's out there, got a barbecue pit selling food and stuff to the guys who's actually doing the digging and stuff for the gold, So that's my play when it comes to crypto. I'm looking for infrastructure of, okay, this is where the market is going. Okay, these are the plays and stuff that I want to make, and different protocols and stuff that's going to be the token that they're going to have to utilize to go in and outside of those games. And that's it.
I actually just recently started getting acclimated to this one game called DeFi Kingdoms, which is like the same, exactly what you're describing. They have their own ecosystem, their own economy. It's all under like the Jewel token or something.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like the same principles.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right and stuff. And I think and that's a great game and stuff for people who are just learning and getting involved in there. Now, and this is a real good example. Now, I looked into investing in that. The only thing I didn't like the Jewel token because you have to lock it up for long. I think it was about six months, or I forgot what the epoch was, the amount of time you had to lock up. So that was a feature that I wasn't too enthused about. But what I did look, I said, well, they are on the Harmony network. So I decided to invest in the Harmony token. So I bought, so that's my play on DeFi Kingdom is that, okay, I'm not playing the game, and I was going to invest in the Jewel token, but I didn't like the fact of when you farm the Jewel token and how it has to get locked up, and then you are penalized and stuff if you want to pull it out earlier. So I decided, well, you know what? My play on DeFi Kingdom is I'm just going to invest in the Harmony token as an infrastructure play. Because DeFi Kingdom, actually, I think it may be also on some other networks, maybe Avalanche, or maybe going to Avalanche. Which one are you using?
You mean
what
the token?
One? No, what layer one are you using DeFi Kingdom on? Is it
Harmony mainnet?
Are you using Harmony?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
good. Yeah. Good luck to you. Well, see, that's the kind of thing and stuff, like being in the community and stuff, like you have some input that you could drop jewels, for lack of no pun intended, in the Discord community about your experience. Are you banking Jewel? Are you farming Jewel? Or are you just playing the game? Are you buying heroes?
So my plan is, I just was able to buy some Jewel like a couple of days ago. So my plan is to farm it, let it grow and sit, and then eventually I do want to buy some heroes, because those work like NFTs. So those are effectively appreciating assets in themselves. So.
No, I feel you on that, man. See, that's got me bubbling right there and stuff like that. These are the kind of conversations that I want to be able us to have in the Discord and stuff of your experience of dealing with DC. We could even, have like a DeFi Kingdom channel, and everything in that channel is just all about DeFi Kingdom and what your daily experiences and stuff is on there, the do's and don'ts, and just everything. I think that's cool, man, and I wish you all the best with that.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, definitely, man. But really, that's a good game. That's doing there's a lot of buzz about DeFi Kingdom and stuff, and about the future of it. And there's some guys. I'm sorry, Sheila, did I interrupt?
No, continue.
Yeah, there's some guys. Are you familiar with the Yale Guild? And these are guys that were uh, early adopters and even developers into Axie Affinity, which was the first um, play to earn game that really took off in the Philippines and actually was putting food on the table when the folks were in lockdown in the Philippines and they couldn't go to work, and they learned Axie, and the rest is history. That how they made money and was able to get food and stuff for newborn babies and just food in the house for other family members and stuff. It's just an incredible, remarkable story about Axie Affinity and the impact it had on that particular community. But the point I wanted to make about the Yale Guild guys is that they are investing in a lot of other games, and they intend to basically buy assets and lend them out to people so they can use them in like DeFi Kingdom or use them in Axie Affinity. So I would definitely encourage you to maybe put that on your radar to look into their ticker symbol is YGG, Yield Guild Games and stuff, and what they're all about and what other games and stuff. If you're a gamer and stuff, you want to follow them and see what they're involved in and stuff, and see how you can make a play.
You said YGG?
Yeah, that's their ticker symbol, and the name of their company is called Yield Guild, GUILD Games. Not financial advice, but definitely with something to take a look at.
So Malik, there was a comment in the chat that AB wrote. It says, "I agree. Gaming will lead the way in the metaverse, and the global South is already on that trajectory you described with their uses app. I agree deeply with your comments." That's from AB.
Yeah, man, it's the future. So, like I said, I've been in this space for 10 toes in for like the past 3 years, and I've seen my portfolio and thesis have changed annually from going from Bitcoin to Ethereum to layer ones and now the metaverse. And mind you, these are just building. It wasn't like I was in the Bitcoin and said, you know what, I'm not in the Bitcoin anymore, I'm in Ethereum. And I said, you know what, I'm not in Ethereum anymore, I'm in the Solana, I'm in the Cardano, I'm in the Algorand. And then I said, no, I'm gonna sell all that, and I'm in the metaverse. I'm still, again, my thesis is just continuing to build, regarding holding assets and stuff, and just continuing to build as the whole crypto universe explodes and stuff. But right now, my focus for 22 is just all about is gaming. I'm still investing in the other assets. I think in the past classes that we mentioned about, well, how would you buy, for example, how do you buy Harmony? To buy that asset Harmony and stuff, like, to my knowledge, you can't get it in the US, you can't get it on Coinbase. You have to go, overseas and stuff to get it. But those are the kind of plays and stuff that's going to give you that 20x, that 40x, that 50x, that's going to really blow. And that's the future. It's not just gaming, but also when you think about it, it's the mobile games. I think that's my thesis. I think the mobile games are going to blow first, because everybody can't afford a PS5. Everybody can't afford an Xbox. Especially, again, when you look at the southern part of the earth and stuff, Africa and India and South America and Southeast Asia and stuff, like, everybody can get their hands on a phone, an Android or iPhone, and download that free game and stuff and start, moving from there. But just think, there's a barrier to entry when you start talking about you need an Xbox, or you need a PlayStation, or you need a laptop. It's going to come though, but I think the first gaming part that's going to blow is going to be mobile games on the phone.
See, I just want to say that I was able to find Harmony One token on CoinCrypto.com, the Crypto.com app, I should say.
Oh, okay, Crypto.com. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, that's where you can get a lot of like the I don't want to say lesser known tokens, but I mean I would say like the more niche tokens. I would
Cool.
say
Okay, good. Well, that's good to know.
Where did you get them?
Crypto.com is an app for where you also get them on Binance. I'm pretty sure you can get them on Binance.
Oh, Binance.
Binance. I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I use Binance, offshore Binance. So yeah, definitely. And they have, and now KuCoin is the one that has like literally everything on there that you could have possibly imagined and stuff. I had dropped them in the last class, some of the popular offshore exchanges and stuff where you can get a lot of those altcoins from was Binance, KuCoin, OK, Exchange, to name a few. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that some folks are beginning to actually doing some trading and stuff. Great to hear that. Was there any other questions?
I think it's gonna be my last one, but and I think you said you were going to actually perform a trade, but well, I guess but so I do have Coinbase Pro, and that's kind of like the only place I would know to like actually put on a trade, because usually when it comes to cryptos, I just buy and sell, or I transfer over. I really don't trade them. What's like your, I don't know, like what are some things that you look for externally to know whether or not to buy or sell in terms of a trade, not necessarily just buying and holding?
Okay, well, again, so when the first thing and stuff, when you think about trading yourself, is determining, and these are some questions, I guess, once we get to the trading plan and stuff that we can answer, is determining what kind of trader you want to be. Do you want to be a scalper? Again, that's like literally getting in and out of trades in as little as 1 minute to as most as 15 minutes. And you're literally just buying and selling, getting in and out of trades. A day trader is somebody you're going to hold the position, generally speaking, usually for no more than 8 hours, because after 8 hours, you're going to have to pay a small percentage to carry the trade over to the next trading session. And again, not to keep going off on tangents, but the globe and stuff is generally broken up into 3 different trading sessions and stuff. You have Asia, you have Europe, and New York. So in those trading sessions and stuff, when you are trading derivatives or you're trading leverage and stuff for some of these offshore, like a Binance or a KuCoin and stuff, you can borrow the money for free within 8 hours. But if you go over that, and then you have to pay and stuff. So the point is that it's determining what kind of trader you are, but and that's going to help determine when you should get in. The second thing is dollar cost averaging. You may have heard this a lot, but it is incredibly effective of getting in just a little bit at a time. Sometimes it's not all about trying to like find the bottom or find the right price, but just the right sizes and stuff of getting in on trades, or just trying to keep the trades that you're comfortable with. But what do you generally another point I wanted to make to you. You said that you generally just buy. You like just kind of go into the market and make a purchase. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I've been doing that since March, May.
Okay. So one thing, I mean, this is a lesson that I would teach, that I would highly recommend, is to do limit orders. That can help you save money just like that. Are you familiar with that?
I am. I mean, I think Coinbase, the regular version, doesn't have it. You have to actually go on Coinbase Pro, so I wasn't familiar with that literally until middle of last year.
Yeah. Okay. So and that's what a thing that I had mentioned in one of the last classes, that I would highly encourage, like, don't trade on Coinbase. What I love about Coinbase is the ability they have that learn and earn program, where when they have new coins and stuff that come to their app, they usually have a couple questions. You answer the questions, you get them right, you win $3-5 worth of crypto and stuff. I think that's a great concept and stuff for new users that are coming in, opportunities to learn and earn. I think that's great. But to do trades on there, nah. You're better off on Coinbase Pro. And when you talk about like if you know just starting out and stuff, place limit orders and stuff. You know, like for example, well, I guess I would have to do a screen share again, right? Let me go back.
Hey, Malik, you want to just do one?
Yeah, but first, before I do it, I want to show
Okay.
just something real quick on TradingView to help them out to do a limit order.
Cool.
All right. So now, are we back on? You guys are seeing my trade view now.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to put in one indicator and stuff that I like to use and stuff. I like to use the EMA, and I like to use a length of 15. So now I'm sorry, who was that who answered that, who asked that question?
That was Rodney.
Oh, that's Rodney. Okay. So Rodney, do you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, now right now and stuff, we see over here the price is $2,453. So that's what the market price is, and we see it going down. So if we're long-term bullish on Ethereum, meaning that the long-term we're buying to hold long-term, that we're extremely bullish on it, and we see it basically at a discount now. It's trading down, but I'm a cheapo. I mean, and again, that's just the way I used to run in business. I want to get things as cheap as I can, no matter what, no matter whatever it is. I want it as cheap as I can. So this is one of the I use this indicator here, which is the ATR, the average trading range. And what this indicator tells me is that what the average trading range is over a 15 data point period. So what I would do right here on here is go down to here, to this point right here. And it tells me that the average trading range is $221.68 throughout the day. Well, I trade Ethereum, and Ethereum trades generally speaking, can trade very slow. And unless it's extremely volatile, it's hard to hit the daily. So what I would do is go up here, and I'm going to go in the 4 hour. And also remember, I mentioned early in the class that tomorrow is the Fed meeting with Jerome Powell. So depending on what goes on at that meeting and stuff, we may be able to hit that now that I'm thinking of it. So let's go back to the daily. So we're going to go back to the daily because tomorrow's meeting and stuff is important and may cross volatility. So right now and stuff is Ethereum is trading at 2,400, let's say $57. And what I would do right here is minus $219, right? You guys see that on the screen at the bottom, right?
It's flashing.
The trade price or the or like the average?
The average trading range is 219. So what I just did was I took the trading price and I subtract the average trading range, which was $219. That's the trading range of the price will fluctuate that much. So again, I'm trying to get it on the cheap. So what I want to do is go into Coinbase Pro and put an order in, not for this price here, the $2,468. I want to take that price and I want to subtract it from down here, the $223. So I want to get it for cheap. So I'm going to go, I'm going to exit out of here. All right, so one of the first things that we're going to do is, Sheila, in the top left corner where you have, there's the security you have up there, ICP USD. So we would change that to Ethereum. So go Ethereum USD, go down and select that. Okay, so now we have that in. And what we want to do is we're going to do a limit order. So the kind order, you don't want to highlight Okay, currently you have highlighted market, select limit, which is red to the right of market. Yeah. Okay, and then we put in the price. And the price, and remember, this is very important. Now, the current market price of Ethereum now is $2,449. Well, what did I say? I want to pay $2,233. So let's go ahead and put that in. And this demo account, and I don't know how much we have in this particular account to. So I'm sorry, that line is the amount. So the Ethereum amount. So take that there you want to put the amount. So you want to put like what, $50 or something like that you want to do. But I think we have to put it in let me do the math on that real quick. But on that next line, yeah, you got to put the percentage. Let me just do the math on that. Okay, so do you want to, on that Ethereum line, we want to put in 0.02. Okay, and then the price, put the price on the, in there. And did you guys remember, no, what did we say, 2,000?
2,200 something?
Yeah, 24, 2,224. And then, we want to go ahead and place the order. So now what we just did, our objective, we trying to get a $200 discount on this Ethereum. So insufficient funds. So, up there, so we got $42 in that account. So we got to put a smaller amount. So let's do 40. Got 2,446. So just do a 0.01 instead of the 0.02. You can do a 0.01 and see if that will let the trade execute on the Ethereum line, Sheila. You don't have to add funds in there now if you don't want to. We can just go back to the order. You want to move, move the cursor back to the order and change the 0.02 to 0.01. And then see if it lets you execute now. Okay, good.
Went through.
All right. So that was during a live trade on a demo account. We set it up for you guys just to be able to see like how to do a limit order. Now, if you didn't learn anything else today, like this is like that huge lesson there to learn of just like putting in a limit order. Why? Because it just saves you money. And the objective is to try to increase your bag as big as you can of Ethereum or Bitcoin, whatever you trade. And this is a great way to do it. And it's also, and how things become full circle, this is also a great way to control your emotions. Like, if you just put a market order and buy, and then you go back 10 minutes later and you're like, shit, damn, the market went down. I could have bought it for cheaper if I would have just waited. Well, no, you don't want to just get in the habit where you just staring at the screens all day long or staring at your phone all day long, trying to look for the right price or the right time to buy. Use limit orders. And this little, the average trading range is a good indicator to help you basically put your discounts in. And any questions and stuff, guys? And also down there, you guys see under the open orders is listed there, as an open order. And when Ethereum hits $2,224, the order will be triggered and executed. And just as maybe something down the line and stuff, if you guys notice how there's a huge footsteps on the order book. You see how there's some huge steps and stuff. Those are basically like walls in the order book. And yeah, when you see those huge steps there, particularly go back to the right, Sheila, slowly to the right, like right, go more to the left. I'm sorry, it goes more to the left, and like where you see like a huge step, it's more so where you see the go up more to the left under 2400, I think it says. Scroll all the way over to 2400 to the left. Okay, stop right there. Now, if you guys look and stuff, this is like psychology, market psychology. And again, these are just jewels that I'm dropping on y'all right now. As you can see right there, you see that huge step? That's what we call walls. And that's something that usually either these could be real orders that are coming in, or this could be the actual broker does this. It creates a buy walls and sell walls. You see that psychologically at $2,400, look how many, go back, Sheila, go back to the right. At $2,400 is a psychological level that like, you can see there's a lot of orders set for right there, whether it's leverage traders or whether it's the broker. But usually round numbers and stuff, you'll see our we call them psychological levels that's going to trigger where if it's the broker wants to protect because they have orders and stuff that they trying to make money off of basically people trading on their exchanges and stuff. So if you want to trade, so if you want to, if you in your mind you're like, hey, I want to buy at 2,400, but you look here, you may have to come in and pay a little bit more because of that wall that's there. If that makes sense to you guys.
That's like, so are you saying that's the Coinbase itself making that, or is that like? Because I'm thinking that those walls or those hikes are like whales, like either dumping or.
It could, but the thing is that we don't know who it is unless we are doing on-chain analysis and stuff to know like who has those buy orders in there. Is it because you got to also realize when you are trading on exchanges, you're actually trading against them because they usually have two books. They have an A book and a B book, and basically the A book is one of their books is basically for 90% of their customers that are going to lose. So they trade against them, but then they also have customers who they know that are smart, they're gonna lose money to. Long story short is that they put those walls in there to protect themselves, or it could be whales. And just as you said, it could be leverage traders that know that they have to buy at that level, or else they're trading in the futures market and stuff is going to get triggered and stuff, and they don't want to go below that. So that's just a little tidbit to be aware of and stuff when you do place orders and stuff, realizing like if you really do want to get that particular price, you may have to pay up a little more or pay less because of a wall that may be there. Or maybe you could put your order in and maybe it will get executed, but it's just good to understand the order book. All right, so creating your trading plan. Why is having a trading plan important? More than 90% of people who trade lose money. Trading is not reserved for the world's elite, or anyone can learn how to trade and stuff. And that's one of the cool things about technology and where we are today. And so once upon a time, I mean, 30 years ago, when I was in the business, the only way to trade was actually you had to be on Wall Street and working for a major company to be able to trade. But we've seen how technology has grown and how the retail investor and the rise of Wall Street bets and meme coins and GameStop and AMC, Roaring Kitty and everything else, of how that has just transcended the whole financial market and stuff. So we're just living in a new age now. And also, if there's nothing else that we take away and stuff, to realize like the world is just different now. And sometimes it may be hard when you're younger to not really see it, because you just haven't seen it a lot in the meaning of the world and stuff. But people who are 40, 50, 60, 70, you know, your parents and grandparents, people who are older, you know, we've seen like the world change and stuff. We lived in a world where there was no phone. So, you know, it's just important to like to realize like, okay, the world is changing. So where's my lane? Where do I fit in? Like, how am I gonna, you know, find my path and stuff? And then another important thing is that there's no single right of way to make money. Like everyone has their own strategy. And the objective is to learn and create your own trading strategy, and utilize that strategy and stuff, and keep building on it, and you keep using it until it doesn't work anymore. And when it doesn't work, okay, you adopt a new trading strategy, and hopefully you have a strategy and stuff that's supporting a whole portfolio that you're building, and not just, you know, like a one-trick pony situation and stuff, but you have one or multiple trading strategies and stuff that's helping you build your crypto portfolio. Just these are just some reminders. Continue to develop your trading plan and stuff. We're gonna talk about that as soon as I'm finished these slides and stuff. But some suggested reading. Some of you guys probably have read these books already and stuff, but I think these are sort of like the foundation of when you're really trying to get on a path of just building your wealth. Keep in mind, like, these are books that were probably written decades ago. So they just focus on how to build wealth. They don't talk anything about cryptocurrency, but these are just examples from the days of Babylon and Robert Kiyosaki and Napoleon Hill. These are guys that written books decades ago that the concepts and the theories are still relevant today. So that's why I encourage you guys, you know, if you haven't already, check them out at the library, man, and just read them or peruse them, man. They have a lot of great hints, tips, and tricks and stuff of just how to accumulate wealth, and some strategies and stuff to incorporate into your lifestyle. Another thing is stuff that I would highly recommend that you guys do as it pertains to your crypto journey. Maybe if there's any other aspect of your life that you think that you can utilize them, is your Anki card. And these are just digital flashcards. I am a big advocate of them because I use them. Why? Because it just helps me to retain a lot of information very quickly. And because it's just constantly learning new things and stuff. When I come across things that may stumble upon, or I realize that, okay, I'm gonna need to go over this stuff again, I write it down. And this is stuff that you can utilize on your phone, on your computer, et cetera, et cetera. And some YouTube videos and stuff. And again, these are scientific methods and stuff. These are two people that if you just kind of want to just learn how to learn, like, and that's basically scientific evidence, and look and learn and read about examples of just how to learn, like, even whether it's college classes or a new concept or things that you're learning on a job, you just want to like learn faster. I would highly recommend these two doctors that have some YouTube videos on spatial repetition and active recall. And essentially what they talk about is that there's like scientific information that shows that, you know, if today is Wednesday, if you have a test 5 days from now, it's better to spend 1 hour a day for 5 days studying, an hour every day, as opposed to waiting till Saturday, the night before, studying for 5 hours. That spatial repetition will give you a much more comprehensive learning. And another thing is active recall. And again, it's something that I use as well, is try to utilize all your senses, you know, utilizing your eyes to read, to watch a video of a new concept, to write, take notes, to listen. And then after all that, talking about it. Like even me, like talking to you guys and stuff, and what does this do? It helps me reinforce things that I know that I already know, and things that I'm not really tight on. Okay, I realize, all right, I may need to go back over certain things. So utilizing all your senses and stuff is something that's also really important to help you master new concepts. Any questions or anything, guys?
Nothing from the chat.
No, right now, this was super helpful though.
Yeah. And
Drop-
I guess the last thing we want to leave you guys with, Sheila's gonna drop the trading plan, and you guys can take that with you. I guess she's gonna give you instructions on how to cut and paste it, and basically it should be like a 1 or 2 pager and stuff that you use to basically create your trading plan. And this is gonna be your gospel, your creed of how you're gonna trade on a regular basis. And the objective is to create a plan that you can incorporate into your current daily lives, because everyone probably has priorities, whether it's school, whether it's work, or other things and stuff in your life that obviously trump and take priority to your crypto journey. So you want to create a plan that you can easily merge it into your current life. So it's something, that we took time out to make, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and actually can really customize it to become your personal trading plan. And then in future lessons and stuff we can talk about, or maybe even this Sunday, if you guys want to join me on Sunday, we can talk about it on Twitch in the chat. If you have questions of about the trading plan or what you should do with how you should do certain things, we can do that on Sunday.
So I dropped
Yeah.
the trading plan in a Word document in the chat, so everyone can easily download that. If you have trouble downloading it, let me know. But you shouldn't. It's a Microsoft Word document for your easy editing.
I don't see it yet, Miss Sheila.
Look towards the bottom of the chat. It should be one of the last things there.
Last thing I see is thanks, Andre.
Right above that, it should say blank Dap Kings. Hold on. Let me do it again.
And I guess you do have our emails, right? You could just, let's see.
Yeah, hold on. Just want to make sure you have it. I dropped.
And then
Dropping.
we'll also put it in the Discord too. I'll make sure you post it in under tools and resources in the Discord.
Do you see it now, Rodney? I believe that was Rodney.
Yeah, it was me. I still don't. Granted, I am on my phone, so maybe I'm alone.
Oh, okay. I'm not going
Okay.
to see if you're on an Android.
I'm on an iPhone, but it's all good. I'll get it on
Okay.
the.
No, yeah.
the
So I'll
Discord.
make sure when this is over, I'll post it in the Discord.
Yes.
So you'll have it there.
That was Rodney. Any other questions?
Yeah. Any questions, pertaining to the session today? Any particular questions, or in general crypto? Or...
And just one more thing, if you all happen to have joined us later, please complete the attendance form. I will drop that again in the chat as well.
Yeah, please do, because
super helpful for us.
Yeah, have some questions just so I can understand where everybody is. So as we go through February with the remainder sessions and stuff, I can make sure that I'm covering certain things and stuff based on the progress that you guys are making. So a couple queries inside the attendance form, very easy, quick. So appreciate if everyone would fill it out. It will help the sessions going forward to be more productive. And that's it for me and stuff. If you guys don't have any other questions and stuff, again, just a reminder and stuff, join the Discord. There's an introduction channel. Just go in there and say what's up and say a little bit about yourself or your journey. And just drop a questions or comments or whatever and stuff y'all want to talk about in there, so we can basically build out the Discord and stuff so it can be just a well of resource of information and stuff as it pertains to crypto will be there. And hopefully, and also on Twitter and stuff, again, I'll be follow me on Twitter and stuff. I'll be dropping on the sessions and stuff as reminders and stuff, and I would encourage you guys to retweet it out to your friends and your followers and stuff, some other folks that you think that might be interested in joining us in the Discord community and for this session and stuff, because it's going to, you know, be over soon. Before we know it, in the month of February, we'll be here soon and we'll be done. But I want to be able to keep the community going and stuff, so we can be able to chat and stuff in the community. So I encourage you guys to stay in touch. And if you have questions this coming Sunday at 1 o'clock and stuff, I'll send a message out as well. Anyone who wants to come for office hours, and we just talk about any and everything, the past sessions, or about any questions you have pertaining to crypto. We'll just chat about it.
Hey,
And it looks
Malik,
like someone, yeah.
there's one more question in the chat. It says, how diverse should a portfolio be with $500 invested?
Okay, again, this is not financial advice, but if someone is just starting out, I assume is this $500 the first time jumping into crypto, and there is no other investments that have been made in crypto? Is that what I'm to assume?
Gavin, you can unmute yourself. He writes
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so no other investments in crypto. And again, this is not financial advice and stuff. $500 invested in crypto, I would not necessarily look to diversify that. I would focus on just building a bag. And by doing that and invest in very conservative assets, I probably would go to either Ethereum or Bitcoin, one or the other, or decide to do both, or some percentage of both, or just one or the other, and focus on building on that $500 bag from there. Because sometimes you got to realize also, to do crypto trading, there's also gas fees and stuff. And considering this size of money, so what you don't want to do is lose $10 moving money from here to there, and lose on trading, and also you have to pay on trading fees and stuff. So with that, I would probably look to do one or two trades. Again, everything in Bitcoin, everything. I probably would do a mix of Bitcoin and Ethereum, or if it was one or the other. At this stage, I probably would drop it on Ethereum. And then, as you get educated and stuff, and then we talked about the dollar cost averaging, what I would do is put, small, little bit, and then diversify. Also, again, this is not financial advice, but I'm a momentum trader. So what that means is that I look for assets and stuff that are volatile, but are trending in the right direction, meaning that they're trending positive, they're going to go up, but they're extremely volatile, and there's a possibility to do a 10x, to do a 50x. So those are the kind of assets that I invest in, when it comes to the entire portfolio. But you have to do things in phases. If you're just now coming in the ecosystem, I would start off on that level, as I mentioned. And if you want to get a little freaky and stuff, you may want to park it into whether it's CryptoBank and earn some interest on it, or move that $500, maybe put it in DeFi and borrow against it. But then again, these are different levels of learning and stuff that you're getting into. But to start and stuff, I will probably do a mix of Ethereum, Bitcoin, or just Ethereum, and dollar cost average, continue the dollar cost average into the market.
Okay, Rodney says I have to sign off, but thank you guys. I'll see if I can join on Sunday.
Okay, great.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Rodney.
and thanks everybody, man. This is an awesome session. I incredibly am grateful and appreciative to the interaction, because it makes my job easier, when you conversating back and forth and stuff. So it's kind of cool. So I thank you guys very much for dropping in and participating and stuff.
AB says that was great per usual.
Oh, thank you, man.
Nakai said it really was.
Oh, thank you. Well, so the next step, like I said, guys, is to look at that trading plan whenever you guys have time and stuff. Develop your personal trading plan, and let's connect again on Discord with any questions that you have. Let's do a meetup on Twitch. I'll send the details out for Sunday, or we'll just reconnect next week and stuff. Again, you just try to incorporate this, and everyone has a busy life and it's completely understood. But with technology, I'm glad that we're able to just like connect and hopefully we build a community. And even when the class is over, I would love to for us to continue to build in Discord and stuff, because everyone's going to have a voice and have experience and stuff, and drop some jewels as was that Rodney talking about DeFi Kingdom, man. That had me piped up. So yeah, man, that's what we want to be at, man.